So guys, we're out here in the Hunter Call of the Wild once again, and today we're going to hunt with all the new stuff that just came out on consoles. So to my knowledge, by the time you're watching this, the update should be out on all consoles, and basically what we now have is white-tailed jackrabbits on late lakes. We have the crossbow, we have the 22, and we also have the recurve. So I wanted to hunt with all that stuff, mostly because you guys on console should be having it if you buy the DLC for the weapons, and if you're not sure whether you want to buy it or not, I wanted to show off all the weapons in this video. And I think I'm going to try to do a little bit of like a mini tutorial with the weapons as well. So we'll start with the recurve on this white-tailed doe. So basically with the recurve, you just have to aim a little bit low and right. You have to get the center of the screen to be exactly where you want the arrow to hit. So if I can get this deer to stop by just moving around a little bit. Come on, stop. Stop. There we go. So you see I'd aim low and right of her pretty much front leg, and I hit up high close to the spine. Actually did get the spine, even though it's highlighting the wrong one. So that's pretty much the way that you aim the recurve. You can see how that works. I really like the recurve. It's a lot of fun to hunt with. It gives you a little more challenge with trying to make those shots. And we've actually got a halfway decent elk here to look at the crossbow. So the way that the crossbow works, actually I'll give this guy a call and then show that since he's walking up there. But basically, the zeroing ranges on the crossbow are 10, 30, and 50. And you aim with the top dot on the scope for that. So I think he's about 30 there. If he will stop, maybe I can get his attention and make him stop, or he can stop on his own even. That's a little bit awkward on that angle, but dropped him in his tracks just like that. Now, the other part about the crossbow scope, if I aim just like this, right now I'm 0 for 30, so the top dot is 30, the next one down is 50, and the next one is 70. I'll show that off a little bit later with another animal. But let's see, I think we got a gold out of this guy. We did just barely. 248 trophy rating on this guy gives us an 807 gold. That was 21 meters, and we hit him in the neck. As you can see, we were aiming for the neck, so we definitely used the top dot there, and we will move on and look for something to look at the ranges with the crossbow scope with. Actually, that whitetail buck could work. I'm not sure if this is the whitetail we were initially after, but whenever he stops, we'll see if we can do the ranges with the crossbow. So let's see if I can get him to stop there at 50 by moving around a little bit, and he's already probably closer than that. Let's see, 44 should work. So let's do 0 for 30, and we'll aim with the second dot down. And as you can see, he drops in his tracks. So it's a 20-meter drop between each pin. So in theory, if you zero for 50 meters, the bottom pin would be 90. I should probably zero for that and try it on something. If that doe will stop out there, even though it's a blacktail, I'll probably use... Ooh, that's a good buck there. That's a level 4. I might try to get him because he's actually a big level 4. That, of course, would be with the 300 grain bolts, but we'll look at what happened with this whitetail first. It was a spine shot at 48 meters, so that is definitely the case with the crossbow. You need to go by 20 with how far down it drops to the next dots down. So the wind got pretty bad in that level 4 spook, but I want to get to about 90 meters from this blacktail doe. I've got the 420 grain bolts equipped. Like I said, I'm not too worried about using the correct ammo for a blacktail doe, but she is working her way to 90, and I'm probably going to have to aim a little bit right because of the wind, but she is pretty much there, so let's just go for that. We are 0 for 50 while aim with the bottom dot and to the right. And as you can see, it dropped her in her tracks. We'll have to see where we hit her, but it had to be probably at worst a lung, and I'm having all kinds of warning calls around here. But yeah. Just wanted to show that the crossbow is accurate to 90 meters really without a problem using that bottom dot. I didn't really even have to think about the wind adjustment. I just went a little bit right, and she drops. So I'm actually quite curious to see where we hit her. That is vital blood. So ideally heart, but I don't think we got that lucky. We did not. We just got the right lung. So I should have compensated even a little bit less. As you can see, just caught the outside of the lung there, but 87 meters, not really a problem for the crossbow. And apparently we're not done crossbow hunting yet. We've got a blacktail buck who is kind of stopping out there in the area of 30 meters. You have to go for spine or neck with the 300 grain bolts, unfortunately, with the blacktail, because 420s, as you saw, only give 40% integrity, and he is coming right in now. So I'm going to 0 for 10. I don't like the angle because there is very little penetration with the 300 grain bolts, so I want perfectly broadside, or I could go for neck. We'll see what he does here. He's going to get pretty close. I better go for neck, I think. And that should be it. As you can see, his percentage dropping. He's going to stand there for a minute and fall over. But as you can see, barely touching the neck bone there. So if you're shooting blacktail with the crossbow and the 300 grain bolts, you really have to make sure you're going through as little flesh as possible before you're hitting the spine or the neck, because otherwise you're just not going to have the penetration. So we've been doing a good bit of crossbow hunting. I think we'll take this guy with the recurve, and he stopped there at 20, and actually turning broadside quite nicely for us. And apparently I just got unhidden. So he is down, and is that a buck? I think so. Not a very big one, but apparently I had another buck sneaking in. Yeah, he's definitely nothing special. Not going to go after him, but this guy was directly in front of me, and I didn't even make the best shot from the looks of it. Yeah, I got the back of the spine, but 99 trophy rating, 733 silver, and I have yet to have any tracks from rabbits, but there's not much to do in terms of, like I said about doing mini tutorials for the weapons. There's not much for the 22. It's like any other rifle, and I don't know, maybe just tutorial for actually finding rabbits, but I'm not really doing that right now, so we'll see. So I didn't even call this buck. He's just moving this direction. Unfortunately, the wind is pretty bad, I think, to use the recurve, so let's load the 420 grain bolts back in the crossbow if it'll actually work. There we go. And he is now getting alerted, so he's probably in the area of 30 meters. And we'll take a shot when he stops again. And just like that, he is down. I think he's a little bit too small for gold, but I do have some rabbit tracks around here, so I'm hoping they're going to be somewhere around this brush or somewhere in the open where you guys can actually see. But as I said, there's not really much tutorial to do with the 22 or the rabbits, to be honest. You're just going around waiting for warning thumps or spotting them in the open. But what do we have for this guy? 116 trophy rating, 773 gold, got him in the left lung, liver, and stomach. And let's see if we can find these rabbits. So it looks like we are spooking them right now, and they're kind of running down this way. I might be able to hit one if it goes into the open. Maybe this one. Or they can just stop right there. They do tend to do that. They'll pretty much run and then stop. So if you get into the right spot and they stop in the open, that's quite nice. This one is a male, so I guess we'll try to get it. It's a level 1, so it's not going to be anything too special. I'd like it to stop, but maybe if I move around a little bit, I can get its attention enough to accomplish that. It's going to get pretty close, though. There's another one back there, another level 1 male. This guy's getting too close. Alright, that's another thing about rabbits. They do kind of sit there for just like a split second after you shoot. So if you're using this 22 and you got that fast follow-up shot, sometimes you can drop 2 that are side by side, or even with a little more distance in between them. But we'll grab these 2 guys. And I didn't see anything special in this herd, a bunch of level 1s. So we'll just go somewhere else, I think, and pretty much similar weights on these guys. So we've got a pretty decent level 4 blacktail right here in front of us. He's 25 meters out, and he does seem to be alert. So if we 0 for 30, and I'll wait for him to stop one more time. That should be a spine shot, and it is. And then we'll see about getting 1 or 2 of these rabbits. That actually looks like a halfway decent buck out there, though. He is running away, but nope, it's definitely not all that big. And, alright, where are our rabbits? There's one there. That's a female. A level 1 male there, and another one right there, which I can't seem to spot, so we'll probably shoot that one first. The other 2 are definitely not anything special. There's a warning thump over here, though. Oh, I do see one moving through the grass here. But, okay, let's see. That's a level 2. That's probably the one we want, then. Let's see if that one will stop somewhere. Probably not. I'm not really sure how we're going to do this. It might come our way, though. I'll just sit here for a minute. There are 3 level 2s here. We might be lucky enough to get both of these ones if we can do the quick shot again. Alright, nice. And oh, there's a level 1 as well. We had to be so close to hitting that all 3 times, but unfortunately we did not get him, and he is a level 2, so I don't really feel like tracking him. That's a somewhat decent spot for a picture, I think, but I don't know if we can get anything really good. Let's wait till the wave goes down. I don't know. That might be alright. 143 trophy rating for this guy got us an 842 gold. Actually, spine and double lung with the 300 grain bolts. I don't know how we did that. I've never actually gotten double lung with the 300 grain bolts before, although the lungs on, I think, every animal, they do curl at the top towards each other, so with little penetration, the ideal place to shoot for both lungs is the top of the lungs, so maybe that's actually a strategy for the 300 grain bolts. I'll have to try that. But where did we shoot those rabbits at? Right here. And they are literally side by side. 4.9 for this one actually does give us a gold, just barely, 801 score. And as you can see at the top, 8.84 kilograms. That is pretty much the minimum. They are scored by their weight in kilograms. That's why the trophy rating is 4.9. It's just rounded. So if you get a 4.84 kilogram, that will be a gold. And this one, not quite there. 4.3 gives us a 741 silver, but that was definitely worth shooting those couple. So I just fast traveled. I'm going to go up through the Willowpeg River because I have decent luck with rabbits. We should have some other animals as well, but we have a level 1 female here. And we are 0 for 50, so she was just giving a warning thump as we shot, and apparently there was a male over in there. Actually, he might have stayed. Yeah, that's probably him, a level 2, so I'm going to guess that's about 100 meters. And of course, he's going to start moving right when I go for the shot. I even see another one up in there, so I think I'll let them calm down. I'm going to go grab the female. I'll sneak over there and see if there's anything good since I saw another one. But we'll just take a quick look at our female, another pretty small one, 3.1 trophy rating, and got her in the shoulder blade. Of course, pretty much any hit, or as far as I know, literally any hit with the 22 will drop the rabbits. Well, apparently I should have shot that rabbit when I had the chance, because he left, I guess, when I went to go claim the female, and he was gone. But I had his track. He would not have even been a gold, so we're going to try to get this elk instead. He is a level 4, if I can get to spot him. There we go. And a pretty decent one. I think he's going to be close to the 300 mark, probably in like the 280s. So if we can manage to drop him with the crossbow, let's actually make sure I've got the correct bolts loaded. Those are red, so those will be the 600 grain. And let's see what we're looking at for a range. He's 20 there, and we're completely hidden, so I think we'll come in right about the 10, so let's 0 for that. And wait for him to stop. I guess that will work. And he is down, so I think that'll be a pretty good way to end the video. What I'm pretty sure is a gold elk, and it is a 317. He's actually really, really nice. I'm quite happy with that. 317 trophy rating, 892 gold, and got him through the spine, lung, liver, stomach, and intestine. The 600 grain bolts have insane penetration, but that was a lot of fun getting to hunt with the all the new weapons again. I haven't really done that since they first came out here on PC, and now they're out on console, so if you guys were not sure about whether you should buy the weapons DLC or not, I do believe it's $3.99. And to be honest, in my opinion at least, it really is worth it. So with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.